morning. I'm driving to Grandview Point to leave my car there. That's where I'll end my hike. And then there's a person waiting for me there to take me to the start of my hike at Hermit's Rest. When I woke up this morning, it was -2 degrees. That was an hour ago. Now it's 12 degrees. It's warming up very fast. It'll be much warmer at the bottom of the canyon. Well, here I am at Grandview Point. This is where I will end my hike. Here's Grandview Point. There are a lot of people here who came for the sunrise. It just did. The sun just rose. There it is. And here's the trail. Here is Hermit Trail. The hike begins here. It is 8:15. And I am off. Here we go. I am on the Hermit Trail going down. It's a bit icy in patches, but otherwise okay. I'm looking at fossilized lizard tracks. How old are these?
275 million years old, roughly.
I met this nice guy, Brian, who's doing a 1-2 day hike. So we've been hiking together for the past, about 45 minutes. Here's a spring on the trail that's frozen. And here's a little rest area, complete with a bench.
Yeah, Santa Maria Spring.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Santa Maria Spring. That's what we thought. Just check the map. And we are in the canyon. That's where we came from. If you look down there, just to the right of that canyon you see there, there's a faint trail. That's the Tonto Trail. That's where we're heading. That's Hermit Creek down there. And there's water in it. And that's a massive wall. Look at that. Like 1,000 feet. Here's where we came from, and right there you see a sharp bend in the trail going the opposite direction. That way, that's where we're going. We came from up there. This is a very nice spot. Have a quick snack, drink of water. Nice panoramic view. There's our trail right there. You see it? Right there. There's the Colorado River right there. I don't know if I live on the edge, but I certainly walk on the edge. Look at that. But it's okay. The trail's pretty wide. There's one trail that descends to Clear Creek in the canyon. I've done that twice. It's about 12 inches wide. And there's a 1,000-foot drop, 45 degrees slope. If you fall, you're not stopping until you hit the bottom. Since I started the trail, we've been on the south slope. The trail faces north. So we hadn't had sunshine. Now I'm about to walk into sunshine. It's going to be feeling good in a second. Oh yeah. That feels so good. I'm about 3 miles from the rapids where I'm going to camp out tonight. There's the Colorado River right down there in that canyon you see in the middle. I'll be camping at the base of the river today. I'm walking on the Tonto Trail, headed toward the Hermit Creek Trail, which will take me down to the river. Here's the trail for Hermit Rapids. And from here it's only 1.3 miles to the river. I can hear the water running. Listen. That sounds very nice. And there's a creek down there. And here's our trail. Goes off to the right. pretty rocky trail, so you gotta watch your step. Way cool. Look at that. Well, I made it to Hermit Rapids. Took an hour and a half, and that was one hell of a trail. Rocky, rock climbing, rock sliding, crossing the creek many times. And here's the payoff. The mighty Colorado. I just set up my tent. Here's home sweet home for tonight. Good morning. It is 8:35. Good night's sleep. Wasn't cold. I'm gonna pack up, have breakfast, and make my way up Hermit Creek. That should be fun. And then I have a relatively short days on my next stop, Salt Creek. It is 9:52 and I'm heading out from Hermit Rapids, climb out of Hermit Creek. It should take me about an hour and a half at least. That was a tough hike coming down. It'll be just as tough or more going up. One last shot. There's the rim of the canyon. And About halfway or a third of the way down, it's got snow. At the bottom, it's about 20 degrees warmer. There's no snow at all here. I'm going along Hermit Trail now, Hermit Rapids Trail, up to Tonto Trail. I am almost at the top. I met those two guys camping ways up. There's the Colorado River as seen from the Tonto Trail. Oh, about 1,000 feet or so higher. And there's the Tonto Trail right there, as you can see. You gotta be very careful right here. It's a very narrow trail and it slants down. It's a long roll to the bottom. I just had lunch at this camp spot right here. Those are Hermit Rapids. That's where I camped last night. You can see that sandy area to the left. That's where my tent was. Right there in the middle is an outhouse. It's always comforting to see when you're hiking in the wilderness. Check out this massive column. Wow. The river basically eroded all around it. And right above it, you see those parallel gap and the little cave there. That's called undercutting, where the water was below that level and flowing underneath and eroding that rock. I just climbed out from that camping area over there. As you can see, boy, that was a tough climb. But See right down there in the middle, those clear patches, those are campgrounds. Those are very nice places to camp. Right next to Monument Creek. There's plenty of water. And there's an outhouse. What more can you ask for? I'm on the other side of Monument Creek drainage. And if you look right there about the middle of the screen, above this plateau in the foreground, you can see the trail. That's how I came. But I had to go down into the drainage and come back up to the other side. That was, I don't know, 500-foot descent and 500-foot ascent, at least. Here's that massive column from the west side, and you can see the trail right there. And right there, below that massive cliff, it forks, and that's the trail that goes to Granite Springs. And off to the left is the Tonto. I've got about 2 miles to my campsite, and assuming the Tonto stays flat, no more drainages, that's about an hour. I'm going at a slow pace, I got plenty of time. It's only 3 o'clock. I'm sleeping at a higher elevation today, so it'll be a bit colder than yesterday. So water might actually freeze. Yesterday I had water and it didn't freeze overnight. So I'll have to be careful to have the bottle only half full, just in case. There's the Colorado down there. I made it to my campground at Salt Creek at 4:30. I'm camping at this magnificent spot. Well, there it is, home sweet home for tonight. I'm boiling water for my dinner, Kung Pao grilled chicken. I brought an alcohol stove instead of a butane canister stove. because butane doesn't work well when it gets cold. And alcohol works at any temperature. There's nothing like a hot cup of Earl Grey after dinner. It's just about ready to boil. Here's my trusty alcohol stove. It weighs like half an ounce or an ounce. It's ridiculous. I use that for the Arizona Trail. And the pot also. I'm using the pot as a wind screen actually. I do have a windscreen for the pot itself. But I didn't want to boil the water in the pot. I could boil the water in the cup. They're both made of titanium. They're very lightweight. Well, it's 8:37. I just struck camp, which was right there. And I'm heading out. I spent about 20 minutes prying my tent stakes out of the ground. The ground was very hard, and I broke two of them actually. But fortunately, I carry two spare ones. So, our destination today is Indian Gardens, which is about 7.5 miles away. And there's the trail right there. So we go down into Salt Creek and then go up. I'm gonna get some water and then be on my way. I am in Salt Creek. I just got 2 liters of water from right there. And I'm going to filter that later. And now off to the Tonto Trail, which is right here. Here are some terrific campsites. And the river is just beyond right there. Boy, it's a great place to camp. I can't believe it. I'm about 2 miles west of Indian Gardens, mile and a half, 2, and I got mobile signal here. Imagine that. This stretch of the Tonto is flat and easy going. The trail is following this contour to go around this drainage. You can see the trail right there. It's going to go cross right there and then come back the other side and continue. There's a telephone and an electric line. I'm very near Indian Gardens. I believe that's Vishnu Temple. I've hiked past it twice on my way to Clear Creek. And actually, if you look right there below it, you can see the trail. Lunch is tuna with mayo and fried onions in a tortilla wrap. Tortillas are a staple of hikers because they're lightweight and they don't go bad. And you can make hiker food much better by adding little things like the fried onions and condiments that don't weigh much. Hikers, when doing long distance hiking, are very weight conscious. But there's nothing like seasoning and condiments to spice up your food. Last night, I had a lot of condensation on the ceiling of my tent and top of my quilt because it was cold. So I laid them out to dry. There's my quilt, the orange is the top side. And I turned my tent inside out and laid it out so it could dry. It was important to get the quilt dried because the tent, you can sleep in a wet tent, but in a wet quilt or damp quilt, it's not good. This helicopter flew into the river gorge and now it's flying out. I hope it wasn't a rescue or something, but it tells you the scale of the canyon. It's amazing. I don't know if you can see it. It's right up against that wall there. It's orange. There it is, going off to the left behind that wall there. Gone. Civilization meets cactus. And they're both green. I am approaching Indian Gardens, just around this corner here. That's the Bright Angel Trail going down to the river. There are two people coming up right now, as you see in the middle of the screen. You can hear them. It's pretty warm now. I'm guessing 45, 50 actually. But something tells me it's going to be cold camping tonight, judging by this ice on the trail. There's a Tonto Trail heading east. That's where I'm supposed to go tomorrow. But I've decided to exit here at Bright Angel Trail up to the rim tomorrow. And we're coming into Indian Gardens, Campground, Ranger Office. It's the midway point between the south rim at Bright Angel Trailhead and the bottom. So from here, it's 4.5 miles to the top with a 2,500 feet elevation gain. Civilization. Boy, the trail's pretty muddy here. Let's see, where can I step? Probably right here on this side. This rock. This rock. There's a campground. How to get there is the question. Without getting wet. All right. I guess either way. I'll turn you off because I have to use my poles. Here's what the campground looks like. It's a large campground. It's like 16 sites or something. The ranger station is up there. The toilet is right up there. And there's water. They pipe it in from the top. From the rim, that is. I'm going to go get some right now. There's a water faucet right here. And it says, leave the faucet dripping to prevent pipe from freezing. Here's the Visitor Information Center. Thermometer said it's 42. Is that an emergency sleeping bag? Probably. Here's the amphitheater. Let's see what this looks like. I don't know if they got anything going on tonight. Good morning. I'm striking camp, about to head out. I have this little visitor. How cute. It's a mule ear deer. There's my friend again. And there's my campsite. You can see my backpack right there. You know, it's camping under that huge wall. Wow. It is 9 a.m. and I'm off to the rim. It should take about 4 hours. It's 4.5 miles with a 3,000 foot elevation gain. Well, this is a 3-mile house, and it is 9:54. So I covered 1.5 miles in about 1 hour. There's a toilet here. There's a big group of people coming down. And there's the rim, almost there. I am meeting all kinds of interesting people on the trail. I met this couple from Chicago. We had a nice conversation. I just met this other couple from Alaska. We had another nice conversation. So this is, let's see, 1.5 mile rest house. So I'm 1.5 miles from the rim. It's 11:15. I just met another person from Illinois, from Woodstock. We had a nice conversation. She's a teacher. And she works at Wrigley Field in the summer to pass her time, selling stuff in the bleachers. Well, she happened to be going to Page, so she's going to give me a ride to Grandview Point, where my car is. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. You always meet nice people on the trail. It's very friendly. Here's a tunnel. Good morning.
Howdy.
Go ahead, howdy.
You filming the whole trip?
No, just portions.
Okay.
Not enough battery for that. Good morning.
Morning. Thank you.
You're welcome. Here's the home stretch to the rim. Almost there. And there, right there, is the lodge and the trailhead. Here's the other tunnel on the Bright Angel Trail. Lots of people on the trail.
Yes, you did. I packed it.
That's not true. That was very good. So.
abandoned village to get something to eat. I had this very nice woman, Sandy, drive me to Grandview Point, to where my car was. I'd originally planned to end the hike at Grandview Point, but I decided to end it a little early. I exited at Bright Angel Trail. The total mileage for the hike was 30. From Hermit's Rest to Bright Angel Trailhead. The first day actually was the toughest, and the toughest part was going down from the Tonto Trail to Hermit Rapids. You're basically going down the drainage. It's a very rough trail with a lot of rock climbing, scrambling, crossing the creek several times, and coming back up was just as hard. And of course there's the elevation gain. From the Tonto Trail is about 800 feet down to the river and Hermit Rapids. So I would say the first day was the hardest of this hike. The second and third days were not as hard because the Tonto is flat in a lot of places, or flat-ish, although it does descend into some huge drainages, like Monument Creek drainage. That was a great place to camp though. Monument Creek, there's camp spots there, and it's just a gorgeous area to camp. That's something I might want to do in the future. Okay, so change of lunch plans. Instead of eating here at the canyon, I'm going to eat in Flagstaff at the Galaxy Diner on Route 66, which has terrific food. I've eaten there many times before. So I got a small sandwich to hold me over until I reach Flagstaff. There on the left are the San Francisco peaks, and the tallest one is Humphreys Peak, the tallest mountain in Arizona. I'm turning in Route 66 right here. Historic Route 66. And the Galaxy Diner is right up ahead. It has terrific food. Here we are. We're at the Galaxy. Here's the Galaxy Diner.